Hi everyone, morning. Paula here with another video, just in the local forest with Remy again. I'd like to make a video this morning about the narcissist and their mask. I know most of you guys are so well versed in narcissism now, and you know all the manipulation tactics they use, and so you know so much about it really. But I suppose this is for people that are newer to it. You know the way you have to watch an awful lot of videos and you have to interact with the community a lot before you actually really get a grip on who the narcissist is and what it's all about, before it gets into your head in a way that you're totally familiar with, and you know that they all invariably act in the same way and use the same patterns. So this is just my take on it, and I hope it's of interest or throws some clarity for people that may not be fully versed in the tactics and who the narcissist is and why they do what they do. So the narcissist, like all of us, starts off in life and gets to an age where they have to make a choice in relation to how they generally move on a day-to-day basis to navigate life. And I believe that some of us are predisposed to become more narcissistic by way of genetics. And I'll just say this to you, I did have an experience with a narcissist and a narcissistic family, and they fully believed this. Now, this was before I knew anything about narcissism. They had a relation in the family in the third generation, so that would have been a grandparent who seemed to be very disturbed mentally, to the point of nearly demonically possessed, but they didn't quite use that word. But this person was very hard to control and vicious, and was kept away from people in general unless she had someone member of the family with her. Now I don't know if this person was mentally disturbed. This is just the story. This is what I heard, or if it was someone else in the family that was and she was the victim, who knows. But to cut a long story short, the son of this woman married and had children, and each time a child was born, he was reported to have looked into the eyes of the newborn to see, was it in the eyes? Could they see it in the eyes? And I said, what was it? And to see if they had the thing in them. So I know this sounds really strange, but if you believe in spirituality, souls, goodness and evil, it can make sense. I'm just saying that this was what I heard, and this family truly believed in it. And the man was very relieved when one of his children didn't have it in the eyes. It's a strange story. But anyway, to get back to the whole creation of the mask, I do believe that some of us are genetically predisposed to go one way or the other. I believe that evil can attach itself to generations in a family. Spirits can stay within a family, and they can be passed down, or again, you may be more disposed towards accepting them into your life as a young person. So we all start off and we have experiences of the world and other people and how they react to us in the world. And I believe narcissists make a decision and they look at the world and they see a cruel world. They see a person maybe bullying them or manipulating them or having power over them, and that's all they see. They tend to ignore the good influences and believe that what they're seeing in the bad way is the truth of the reality of the world. And they believe that to survive in the world, they need to be the person who has bullied them or controlled them. or had power over them, that was the way one survived in the world. So what they do is they put up this shield in front of them. At a young age, their true self is like a seedling, and it's the seedling soul. And if it decides not to grow, if it decides to stop here and put the shield up, and the soul is lost, it withers in place behind this shield, this mask. And this mask is what goes through life as the spirit and soul of this physical being. But the real soul is lost. The true self never developed and withered and was lost, I believe, lost to evil. So they put this shield up, and it's, if you can imagine it like an energy shield. Supposing we're living in the next century and we have energy shields in front of us, like an old-fashioned knight's shield they put up to arm themselves against arrows or whatever's coming towards them, swords. But this shield is made up of energy. It's made up of dark energy. So anything that comes towards this person that they think is going to take away their power or control is immediately deflected back off the shield, back onto the person. If the person in front of them is causing the shield anger or a sense of lack or fear, instead of getting in behind the shield to the withered true self, it's projected back immediately onto the person that they perceive as having caused these feelings that they won't let in beyond the shield. And that's, I believe, where projection comes from. The shield can also, as well as deflecting, it can also absorb. So it's like a porous energy, kind of sparkling light all around the shield, the dark center. So they can absorb qualities, or they can absorb images, they can absorb your pain, and the shield turns it into strength and power and control, which makes the shield stronger. At all costs, they can't have any breakdown of the shield or have any areas where holes come in the shield or the shield is taken away from them, because that would be death to the self that they've created within the shield or the mask. They don't exist as their true self. They exist as this false person that the shield represents, or traditionally we've used the mask. So the shield is used to deflect any emotion that comes their way, and it's used to absorb things like material gains, your pain, your qualities and your status. And it goes around as an illusion. It's a mass of energy taken from other people and used to protect the true self against other people. So it's a defense mechanism. And that is my view of who the narcissist is. That there's no one behind the shield, no one behind the mask, only a withered soul that stopped, that never grew beyond the age of a very young child, and that can't possibly grow if you take the shield down. You're left with, unless there's a miracle, unless there's a total miracle, unless God intervenes or the narcissist turns to God. I know this is a very strange description of narcissism in relation to an energy field that they create, but I also believe this energy field can disappear. It changes faces. It's like a chameleon. It changes to suit the energy environment it goes into, but it actually isn't real. It's just a mass of the life experiences or people's qualities that they've harvested, material gains that they've harvested, and it grows stronger with the more supply, the more energy it can absorb. But it continually, because it's an energy field, needs to absorb supply and energy to it. And that's why it's so essential to the narcissist to never run out of supply, because if they do, this energy field, this mask would die, and it would reveal a very incapable, withered soul that's not capable of navigating life in any other way. That's it, guys. That is it. I hope that was of some type of insight that might be useful to people that aren't quite sure, when we talk about the mask, what it actually means in reality. In reality, it means it's a creation, a defense mechanism, a creation that the physical person that you see is just a physical being with no soul that's developed this illusionary personality that it puts out into the world, unfortunately, to take from you, to gather your soul, to make its defense mechanism stronger. And it's not there to give you anything back other than to have power and control over you, cause you pain, and to take supply from your pain. Thanks, guys. I'll do another video very soon. Take very good care of yourselves. Welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. Subscribe, guys, if you like the content, because I have a lot more to come. Thanks. Bye.